Welcome to Sherpa Dave's Race Recon series. On this channel, I try and make Zwift more fun and more approachable for riders young and old. As you can see, I fall more into the old category myself, but I don't let that stop me. If you like what you see here today, why don't you take a look at some of the other videos that we have on the channel, and if you like those, maybe hit that subscribe button down in the bottom corner.
Okay, Everything Bagel, one single lap of 34.5 kilometers where you go both ways through the New York KOM and both ways through the New York Sprint, so plenty of intermediate points. You can see there are tons of meters of elevation here, and as we jump onto the ride on a page, you can actually see there are 525 of those meters. This is a technical ride. It has the two big climbs, but there are points everywhere. So fastest through and first through the KOMs, both of them, and fastest and first through the sprints. There are 3 power-ups given out 5 times in total, and for bike choice you are going to want to pick something balanced. It's a long and complicated one this week, so let's just jump right in to the ride itself. The first couple of kilometers do undulate a little, but they are mostly downhill. It's a great opportunity to sort yourself out, get into your group, and do the best you can to sit behind someone else and draft. As we're here, let's take a look at the Coffee Club. For a quick reminder, the Coffee Club is where I put all the downloadables, so that's the race on a page, it's the DS notes, it's the bike recommendations, and those are totally free to download. All you need to do is follow the link down in the description below, and you can download those files, and as part of that, become a member of the Coffee Club. Which is a great segue for me to remind everybody that if you are watching these on a regular basis and you're getting value from them, it would be fantastic if you would click on the link on the bottom right, that little Sherpa Dave logo, subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out a lot. Alright, right around 2 kilometers, we hit the hill for the reverse KOM. It's really important for you to know that the KOM climb itself will start well before the marker. The marker really only matters to you if you're being fastest through. If you want to be first through, then bear in mind your climb starts at 2 kilometers. Prepare yourself for a 2K climb that averages 6% throughout, but does peak over 11% at a couple of points on it. This is a ramped climb, and I will take each of the ramps as we go through them and give you a bit more detail. This first section is 800 meters at 6% on average. Right at this junction it's flatter for 100 meters. Back on the climb, that is not the KOM marker that you're interested in, so ignore that. This section is 300 meters, averaging 8%, and that's when we will hit the KOM start. Alright, another one of those nice easy 100 meters. Around this bend is where the KOM itself starts. You can see the marker and go. Alright, the first bump of the KOM is 400 meters, averaging 7%. eases gently now, if you can call sub 5% easy. And the hill kicks back in as we go around this bend. This bump, 200 meters, average 7%. But you can see from the mini-map, we're at 10%, pretty solid right now. Eases again slightly, just a short one, 50 meters, and the hill kicks in again. This is the last rise, so you want to be thinking about how you're going to finish off. If you're in the front pack, now is the time to be thinking about how you're going to deploy that power up. Cross this line, now is when you hit the power. And if you've got the aero, any time along here is a great time to use it. So we want to super tuck as we go down here. You're probably not going to super tuck on this section. Keep powering through, but you do need to get your speed up to 60 kilometers an hour or thereabouts as you go through this flat and hit the hill on the other side. Here it comes. You should be at super tuck speed right now. Be careful to watch the grade and power through where it flattens out. Power on now. Rest. Power on now. Keep pedaling. There's a descent here, it does get below -7. You're probably not going to super tuck down here. And now it's really rolling till 13.5 kilometers. We're going to jump forward to 9 kilometers. This is a long straight before we get off the sky roads. You might have been able to super tuck back there, but make sure you power through this little rise. Alright, through that, back in the draft, and then it's bumpy till we hit 13.5 kilometers. Okay, I've jumped forward. We're getting ready for the sprint. We're actually passing strawberry fields. As we come up here, top, as we crest this rise, that's when we're going to start to wind up. As you brow the hill, you'll see the sprint. There's the banner. You should be at full pelt now, hitting the aero. Through you go. And now it's a whole bunch of variable terrain for 11 kilometers. I'll just hit the key points as we're going through. Let's just get back in the pack, draft off somebody, recover as best we can. We're actually going up the downhill that we experienced when we first started the race. Past the pens, keep going down the park. Nothing too exciting, so we're going to jump forward. But maybe you can super tuck down this little slope Get your speed up before the next set of uphills.
My heat's like an oven on crack. You can cut me up in pieces. Stop my lungs.
Round the right-hand turn and back onto the sky roads. You're at 19.1 kilometers, and the last thing that you wanted was a big climb at this point, but you do have a 700 meter, 7% climb. We are about to have another bump up. This one does hit 11%. And as we get to the top of this, it's a great opportunity, if you have the legs, to stretch everyone out and make a break. Okay, jumped forward to 24.3 kilometers. Prepare yourself for the KOM. This starts at 20.5 kilometers. It's a 1.4 kilometer climb. It averages 6.5%. But what you really need to be aware of is this is a ramped climb. You have 3 bumps that go up to 19%, separated by quite short flats or nearly flats. Alright, we're on bump 1. It's 200 meters, it averages 8%, it peaks at 15%. You see that T-junction? We're going to go straight ahead on it on the mini-map, but that's where your first little piece of flat comes in. 100 meters of flat from here. Alright, this is the hard one. 400 meters that averages 11% and peaks at 19%. It's going to kick up again as we go around this bend. Alright, you can see the top here. It's going to flatten out pretty suddenly just as we enter into that tunnel. Alright, another quick break. And of course these breaks are a great time to make a break for it if you've got the legs for it. Get ready for bump 3. This one starts really gently, but it does ramp up to 15%. You can see the end on the mini-map. It's a straight shot. There's just that bump between here and there. Push up and over. Just as you get into the top, ramp up your power. This is where you make the break for it. It flattens. On the power now. Hit the aero. Nip ahead of the other guys. Through the line. Don't stop though, because you need to accelerate through the gate, across this flat, so you can super tuck on the opportunities as we head down. You're unlikely to be at 58 to 60 kilometers an hour by now, so keep pedaling. You should be super tucking now. Watch the gradients, you should be back on the power. Super tuck again. Power. Super tuck again. Back on the power. This is a great time to use the anvil if you have it, because we're approaching the sprint and you want to create a break between yourselves and those behind you. Alright, let's cut over to something I did earlier on.
Good job, Julian. Who's there with you? And Rick, Julian and Rick, you're in the top 5. Go now, you're on the sprint. You have to punch this all the way. All the way. Come on, boys. Come on, I want to see it now. That's it. Come on, Julian. 500 watts, you've got this, you've got this. Come on, Julian. Do not let off now. Do not let off now. Keep going. Come on. Come on. Come on, push, 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 push. 700 watts, you've got this. Do not let off.
Let's see that again, this time without the interference from Sherpa Dave. You can see it's flat at the start, goes slightly uphill. Like every sprint, a perfect time to use that aero helmet. And now you've got 6.2 kilometers to the finish. We're going to jump forwards to the end game of the ride. You want to be finding your position, making sure that you're drafting as much as you can as you head through here. Prepare yourself for the big finish. We're under a kilometer to go. The observant among you will see the overpass. We were actually on that about 20 minutes ago. When you hit that and you go underneath it, you have 200 meters to go. 200 meters now. This is where you really give in everything that you've got. Hit the aero, downhill finish, and you're home. Alright, let's finish up by taking a look at bike choices, DS notes, and of course a final look at the race on a page. Of course, the best way to take a look at all these is by hopping over to the coffee club, link down below, and downloading them so you can take a look at them in your own time. All that being said, I'm going to leave these with you, and I will see you out on Everything Bagel next Tuesday. Ride on, everybody.